Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and this is certainly among the biggest news today, probably the biggest news. Ripple has a new customer utilizing on-demand liquidity, which indeed means usage of XRP as a bridge currency. And so there's a couple headlines on this topic. This one's from A&B Crypto, and it's titled, Ripple Enhances Remittance Footprint in the Philippines with a XRPODL Partnership. And this one's from You Today, and they titled it, Ripple Partners with Major European Money Transfer Service, Proving XRP's Potential. So I'm going to run through the specifics, share with you exactly why this matters, and talk about how this proves that XRP, from my perspective at least, is here to stay. And of course, that's not financial advice because I don't have a financial background, but I could not be more confident. I've also got this story I want to share with you. It's kind of along the same lines, and this is from Daily Hodl. Ripple reveals 3 new cross-border payments partners. And both of these stories stem from Ripple, from their blog. It's their Insight series. So there's one from very late yesterday and one from today, which is brand new, and that's the one about on-demand liquidity. So before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you're a fan of on-demand liquidity and the real-world utility of XRP that continues to be proven day by day as things develop, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because after all, this is an XRP-centric channel, and I promise that if you subscribe, you might not hate it. No promises beyond that, though. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in here. Ripple's cross-border solution has been quite the rage among banking institutions around the world. Its new partnership with Europe-based digital money transfer service XRPODL, and I'm assuming I'm saying that right, I don't know, has also confirmed the use of Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform. In an announcement, the San Francisco-based Ripple said, quote, the company has launched with Ripple's on-demand liquidity service as part of its remittance capabilities into the Philippines, with plans to expand use of on-demand liquidity across more corridors this year. And the expansion part probably won't be a surprise. I think that all of the companies that are coming on board with on-demand liquidity today in whatever corridor they start, I don't think they have intentions of just leaving it at that. I think that it's pretty clear that the reviews from Ripple customers, real customers that are utilizing on-demand liquidity, they're rave reviews, and they have every intention of expanding. And you understand what that's going to do to the ecosystem, I'm sure, because the more this expands, the more XRP must be held by someone, with that someone being a market maker, with that someone being a pool of liquidity. That affects supply and demand. That increases confidence of speculators that, hey, maybe it makes sense to hold this. It's all part of the ecosystem. And then the piece continues. Even though the announcement of the partnership came out today, XRPODL has already done a test drive to identify on-demand liquidity's potential. In an interview, its CEO Richard Ambrose had called the service a fast and efficient bridge between the remittance market, claiming that it saved the company, check this out, about 30% to 50% in processing remittances between the Philippines, UK, and Europe. Is that not in line? Is that not in line with exactly what Ripple has been promising over the last few years in terms of the blend of utilizing the blend of the messaging portion, formerly known as XCurrent, now just broadly known as RippleNet, along with on-demand liquidity utilizing XRP as a bridge currency? Is this not in line? Now, the percentage of savings, depending on how much friction there is in the legacy system, the savings could be substantially greater in other corridors. It just depends on how much manual labor is going into processing those transactions and how many banks or intermediaries there are throughout the correspondent banking system. But even at this quarter right here, 30 to 50%, that is nothing to sneeze at, you sneezy individual. Now, Richard Ambrose added, quote, we've been interested for a long time in the potential of digital assets like XRP to make cross-border payments better for customers. Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution has significantly reduced the cost and delivery time for cross-border transfers, and our customers are seeing the benefits. Yeah, no kidding. And I think that this is so, it's interesting because these savings, that's immediately going to flow through to the bottom line for these remittance companies. And they can pass along the savings to customers, and ultimately that's going to happen. Look, businesses have to have a certain margin in order to operate because they got employees to pay and all sorts of other expenses. But when there's little competition utilizing this technology, at first, if you're a remittance company, you can pad your pockets. But as competition comes in, this will drive prices down unquestionably. Now, the report put forward the question of whether Ripple is paying its partners to use its services. While Ambrose had said that Azimo, quote, will be paid by Ripple, the money is to offset the technology investment it must make for its infrastructure. The CEO also claimed that Ripple is often misunderstood, adding, quote, Ripple is like those blind men describing an elephant who all describe it differently depending on where they stand, he said. For some, it's a speculative cryptocurrency. For some, it's an enterprise blockchain. And others, it's a financial messaging solution. Very cool stuff here. Now, this story on the same topic from you today, I just wanted to touch on part of it because I like this. They have a subheading that they titled, I think this is what I wanted to cover. Let me double check here. Yeah, that was the part. Put your money where your mouth is. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, often mentions that only those digital assets that have real use cases, let me read that again, real use cases will survive during his interview. His main talking point is that XRP strives to solve a real-life problem. The recent tie-up with Azimo proves that XRP is more than a speculative asset that made Ripple Labs founders rich. Richard Ambrose, the CEO of Azimo, has revealed that the on-demand liquidity solution has already helped them cut down the costs of money transfers between Europe and the Philippines by almost 50%. That's cited in the other piece there. But again, I just wanted to cite that part in this article because it could not be more clear that this actually freaking works. Here you go, a cryptocurrency being used in commercial production. Can you say that about any other cryptocurrency? The answer is no. Now, other blockchains are getting used, and some people get confused when I say that. I'm talking about the actual coin itself getting used. I understand there are all sorts of partnerships, and blockchains are getting used with some major players and with other projects. I got all that. I'm just talking about the actual cryptocurrency itself being used in the commercial production of something. It's only XRP out of over 5,000 cryptocurrencies. And you wonder why I'm confident despite people FOMOing in and panic selling as the market does what it does. I don't care. I am emotionally, I don't flinch. I am emotionally not affected by the jostling within the markets here. I am bulletproof because I am Mr. XRP Bull. And this is Azimo's website. I didn't look too in depth into it. I was just kind of curious, so I clicked on it. And looking on the internet, though, before recording the video, I saw that they were founded in 2012, and according to Wikipedia, which I know it's Wikipedia, but I'll cite it for the hell of it, apparently they have 90 employees, so they've grown at a pretty respectable rate over the last 8 years there. So cool stuff. All right, next, talk about expansion here. More on that. Again, this one's from Daily Hodl, and this piece is titled, Ripple reveals 3 new cross-border payments partners. Nothing but freaking good news coming out here. And that's why I keep telling you, as you see the price do what it does, it's really more so than anything else just following the price action of Bitcoin. It's just good news. Good news sustains XRP so that it doesn't drop further in its market cap position. That's what I'd argue. Because there are some people that are parsing out the differences enough so that it's ranked where it is, but not enough people to make it so that it's decoupled from Bitcoin. So it just shows you how early we are in the days of crypto. All right, Ripple continues to expand its portfolio of borderless payments partners with the addition of 3 South Korean companies. Ripple says the first partner is Centbee, an online remittance startup focused on delivering fast, easy, and convenient money transfer services for its clients. Centbee says that recipients can claim funds within 1 day, largely due to its partnership with Ripple. The fintech startup is mostly focused on markets in the Philippines, Indonesia, Japan, and Vietnam. Ripple has also partnered with HandPass, a Seoul-based remittance service that allows customers to send money using their smartphones. The fintech startup promises a 24-hour processing time and competitive fees. HandPass focused on the Southeast Asian corridor, including the Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Thailand. And so you can see a lot of these countries that they're talking about. We've known that these have been targets of Ripple in general, and we're seeing here now in the news that partnerships are indeed coming to fruition. And as more corridors come online with on-demand liquidity, more XRP will get used in the real world. Now, Ripple is also teaming up with Wirebarley, a remittance company that focuses on the Asia-Pacific corridor. And the fintech startup claims that recipients can receive the funds within hours while saving up to 80% in money transfer fees. Ripple now has more than 300 partners using its payment technology worldwide. The company says it's focused on building the technological infrastructure and network connections necessary to provide remitters in Korea and around the world with a faster, easier, and more reliable way of sending money home. And so, again, as a result, I could not be more confident because utility matters. And it's not like you buy XRP and you get ownership in Ripple, the company. That's not the point. XRP is getting used for this is the first real-world use case, and it's actually getting traction, but there are others. There is Coil. I'm telling you, and people use it for their own individual purposes. On top of that, you've got XRPL Labs building. There's all sorts of stuff going on with the ecosystem, and it's becoming more diverse by the day. So I love reporting on this stuff, and I'm happy to do so. It's fun running this channel. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!